Featured guest Jack Ablin, Chief Investment Officer at Harris Private Bank. And Jack, let's start with you. It's interesting that you think this year the stock market is going to be a mirror image of last year. So we'll start strong and then we'll increasingly come down after sort of, in your opinion, the realities of the economy take hold and stimulus is withdrawn, kind of along the same lines as Bill Gross is talking about with bonds here. What is your cue to get out of the market? What is your cue that things are about to turn around and you can get off the train here?
Sure, Matt. If I were to synthesize it into two simple ingredients, it's valuation plus momentum. Last year at this time, we had a really, really cheap market that kept getting cheaper. We finally turned around in March, and got enough momentum to get into the market in May, and then double down in August. Now it appears that the stock market is fully valued. We still have a lot of momentum left, perhaps call it inertia, that could take this market as much as 15% higher from here. We go 15% higher, we're going to have an expensive market, and eventually the 200-day moving average and some of our other break points will catch up with the market, and we will likely see a breakdown sometime after the end of the second quarter.
Jack, market though not already too expensive. We're about 24 times operating earnings on the S&P. I think it's the highest in about 8 years. I mean, aren't we kind of at that point where investors are going to wake up and say this is an expensive market?
Well, Kara, in this market, I just unfortunately don't trust earnings, just because when you look at PEs and a lot of the E's are negative, you end up with distortions. So what I'd rather do at this stage is look at things like price to sales. We're around, still STEMI, probably 1.15 price to sales, the upper end of my range, I'll have to say that. Price to book, same sort of thing. And so while I guess the price to sales ratio is anticipating a 10% sales growth over the next 4 quarters, it's certainly achievable, but somewhere between most likely and best case.